Hello everyone, welcome to a Friyay video. So, I'm sorry if I cough in this video. My mother is cooking something, and sometimes when uh, a certain food is cooked, it always makes me cough. I guess if it's onions, it makes me cough. But anyways, welcome. Welcome to a Friyay episode. So in the previous video, which I don't even know how it did, let me just check it out. We have channel content. Okay. Hope you all having a fantastic Friday. It's kind of crazy how the days just go like that, you know? And one of the craziest things I found out today was Alex Jones. I'm sorry, I can't say his name. Jones of Alex predicted this. He predicted a war happening in February. Well, it's not really a war that's happening right now, but but it's like the dude was very close. It's like holy crap, honestly. And the fact that they banned him from YouTube, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know? They banned him from YouTube like back in 2018. You know, I remember that time when they banned him. People was fine with that. People were celebrating that, and it's crazy. It really is crazy. And now the dude is right. The dude is right about a lot of things. You know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't dwell in conspiracies, but the fact that dude got it right, it's insane. You know, and it proves that mainstream media could not even predict stuff like that. You know, because the Ukraine thing was so predictable for many countries, so they were able to spot that out. But for some reason, mainstream media in the West don't know. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. I know it's a sad situation. I hope, I just hope peace comes about. I hope so. I don't want this to turn to a war because you know for a fact everyone's going to be suffering, okay? Already pulling the blame game now. And they want everyone to be on Brandon's side, even though Brandon labeled off the country uh, Nazis. Um, it's kind of crazy, you know? They want everyone to be unified. Where was that unity for the past few years when they called everyone Nazis? Don't forget, they want people like the right wingers to fight their wars. Anyways, I just hope for the peace, okay? And I hope America does not stick their fingers in any other country anymore. Okay. Anyways, any comments? Anything new? All right. So today is a Friday. It's kind of crazy. Um, in the morning it was nice and bright and blue. Now you get some patches of clouds forming around. It's pretty crazy. I doubt there's any new comments. Nope. I haven't done a video in so long, so I have to like besides gaming, you know. Oh, reasons I want to transition. Oh, okay. Funny face. Lenny face, right? It's called Lenny face. That's a Lenny face. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how people even make this face on their keyboard. Oh, my bad. I don't know how people make this face. Look at that. How do you even get that text? I don't even know. Doing that for years. Years, okay? Like back in 2018, I tried even commenting on like with that face. You can't do it. It's impossible. You have to copy this face and paste it. Like how do you even get this? It's so confusing. It's so confusing. But anyways, thank you so much for commenting. Anyways, it has been pretty interesting to work on my books. It's been pretty interesting. I've been thinking very much about my books and how I want it to be. Now, with my children's book, it is going to be a bit more imaginative. Obviously, it's going to be a bit more silly, it's going to be a bit more crazy, but I don't want it to be super duper I don't want it to be super duper. What's the word? I don't even know the word, but I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be terrible. I don't want it to be super duper crazy. I want it to be. I have no idea what I'm saying. Basically, I don't want it to be something different, like something that I not really wanted it to be. You know. I know I had multiple changes for that book, but still, it's like I don't want it to become something strange. You know. I hope people get to enjoy the book. I hope people get to really enjoy it. It's kind of crazy how this children's book takes place in the same world where so much of other stories take place. It's crazy. It's really crazy. You know, the amount of world building I've been doing for the past few years, the world building I've been planning, it's really insane, you know. So I hope people get to enjoy this, you know. And here's the thing, when I want to make something, I want the focus to be on that thing. Sure, it may be connected to other pieces of work, but at the end of the day, I want this to be loved for what it is, for what the contents is, you know? Um, because this work, the story, the lore behind it is going to be connected to some other story, which you don't really need to read. You're not forced to read it, but basically, it's supposed to survive on its own, even though it's connected to other stories. Am I making sense? Basically, the story is obviously going to be connected to a bigger timeline, and that timeline is going to be, you know, having multiple stories spanning from different ideas and stuff like that. So, you know, it is cool that I'm doing something like that, where I'm putting a lot of ideas together and making it into one big timeline. But I really hope people get to enjoy it for what it is, you know? Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Let me just drink some water. Ah, okay, I'm back. I got a plastic water bottle, and yeah, this is basically a spring water, natural spring water. Now, it tastes like regular water, it tastes like regular water, but in certain places right now in my country, um, water is not sanitary. Like the tap water is not that sanitary. So a lot of people are relying on bottled water. Anyways, let's change up the beat of this day. Anyways, working on a children's book, it has been something so amazing. Will I ever get to be like any of those past authors? No, I don't think my greatness will compare to such authors, you know, because I'm not going to be that great with my work. Let's face it, you know, like sure, I have a lot of interesting ideas and stuff like that. I love writing. I have a passion for that. But at the end of the day, my work is not going to be compared that much to the others out there, the other authors, you know? Mine is just going to sit there in the world. Hopefully, it leaves footprints and hopefully, it is remembered. But I don't want to be compared to the others because I'm not that great to be compared to anyone, you know? I, 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 um, I knew this since the beginning, you know, that I'm not that great to be compared with others because I'm just a low life person, you know? You know, for years I knew that, you know, for years I knew that, you know, I'm not as perfect as everyone else, and that's fine. That's fine, you know, that's totally fine. Now, speaking of work, let's look at the Lord of the Rings stuff. The Rings. Lord of the Rings. Alright. Oh, I meant rings. I want to see what mainstream media is calling the fans now. They've called the fans racist, they call the fans sexist and stuff like that. Even so called Tolkien scholars, you know, some, not all of them, but some of them, they're now backstabbing Tolkien. these so-called token fans. They are backstabbing token. That's what they're doing. There was this token scholar, and she's calling him a racist and stuff like that, and she wants to change the story, and it's so crazy, you know. It's so crazy. Okay. House of the Dragon. Oh, by the way, my children's book has a dragon, just to point that out. Lord of the Rings, this was something people need to understand. This is something people need to understand. There was this thing where basically Amazon brought a bunch of fans from across different European countries, and basically they had the same reactions. I feel like they were told to just told to react to it for the cameras, and then they basically asked them a couple of questions, I guess. Now, some of these fans, mostly the UK fans, were getting rammed online. Uh, their videos down and put on unlisted, but it's think that they would get a bunch of people who know nothing or don't know that much about the Lord of the Rings lore and put them up and ask them these questions. You know, I feel like if they had asked real fans, the real fans would have said no immediately. So that's why they have to get somewhat woke fans. You know, woke people just to promote their stuff, because that's what it is. The show is not for fans. The show is not for those who love Tolkien's work. The show is for work people, and that's basically it, you know. The show is for people on Twitter, you know, same like Cowboy Bebop live action. That show was for people on Twitter, okay? The people who worked on the scripts and all that type of stuff, what? Don't tell don't tell me they weren't on Twitter, because they were on Twitter, okay? They spend so much time on Twitter, and that's the thing. It's like sometimes I guess I need a break from Twitter, because holy crap, Twitter can be a hive mind. Fifth, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, what? Wasn't this real? Let me see. I have heard of a fifth female teenage mutant ninja turtle years ago. I had no idea if that was real, though. I can't remember. I can't remember, okay. Sorry, it's just that the amount of woke stuff I have to see every day, it's hard to keep track, okay? It's hard to keep track, okay? Okay? It's hard to keep track. It's very hard to keep track of everything the woke people do. Let's see how this goes for Amazon. The first reveal trailer is ratioed exactly, the one with 28 million views. Their superfan initiative is listed, okay. Um, okay. Alright then. Okay, she makes a return. So she was a canon character. That's fine. That's fine. You know? Was she? I guess so. I mean, let's see what people are saying. Because I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A lot of people are, but I'm not. I remember watching that really old movie, but that was it. You know? I'm not really into this type of stuff, you know, but it's cool if you are, you know. Sure, I'm not into Star Wars, I'm not into Star Trek, but I would gladly defend your favorite shows, because trust me, you know, I don't want people's shows getting woke. E-Man got woke, you know, and I was pissed about that. I never watched E-Man in my life, so I'm just saying, I care as well. Even for shows that seem insignificant to me, I still care. You know, I still care. Okay, let me guess. Wait, wait, is it canon? I just assumed because it was it stated like it makes a return. Okay, So she appeared in the old ones. I remember seeing images of her. Okay, let's see. Let me guess. She'll be funnier than Mike, angrier than Ralph, smarter than Donnie, more of a leader than Leo. Read the script, I see. You can easily point it out that if they're bringing back a female character or they're working with any female character in this current age, you know for a fact they always try and make them so hyper masculine. What is that character? Valkyrie. Valkyrie from Marvel. Instead of calling a queen Valkyrie, they're calling a king Valkyrie. Yes, they're going to be calling a woman king. Yes, a king. It's kind of crazy that they hate males so much, yet they steal their titles from them. It's really insane. Moving on. Just another scumbag thing show. Okay. He perfectly predicted woke entertainment way back in 2012. But what does she identify as? Exactly. What does she identify as? Is she a E day, A day, Say day? Hmm. Video game journalist accused. I don't know. You know, video game journalists, they have been uh really annoying for the past few years. Not all of them, just most of them. Most of them from the West, they're really annoying. They can't play games right. They complain, about every single thing. If it hurts their feelings, doesn't conform to the modern age, they get pissed off. Um, want games for free, basically. They want easy mode. They want a very easy mode, which is crazy because if some games are meant to be hard, it's meant to be hard. That's basically how it works. Okay, let's see. Let's see any new article. If you make a very hard game, obviously it's going to be hard. You don't want to have a difficulty unless you want to, then that's fine. But as a creator, you have to think very carefully. Oh, look. Evangelion voice actress embraces Russian invasion of Ukraine. Anything that keeps Trump out of the White House. Okay. Um, you see? You see? While this invasion's going on, no one is criticizing Biden. No one is talking about Biden. They're talking about Orange Man. They're talking about Orange Man. They're talking about Orange Man. And Nip took actress shares bizarre Dear Mr. President Vladimir Putin video where she imagines herself as Putin's mother. What? 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 What even is this at this point? Why is the world so crazy at this point? What is going on? Cringeworthy videos all time. I don't know. I don't know. Dear Mr. Putin, I am sorry I'm not your mother. What does this have to do with what the frick? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's the problem with us. That's the problem. It's crazy as it is. It's crazy as it is. Uh it has nothing to do with him being loved or not. He could have been the most loved child ever. I don't know. He could have been loved and he's still the same person. He's not gonna change. The world would have been warm. But you're not his mother. I don't even know who she is. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know who she is. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know these things. I don't know these actors and actresses. Okay. I don't want to watch the video. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna make me cry. Okay. I don't want to cry early in the morning. Okay. I don't want to cry. I hurt my elbow like 3 times today. Okay. I don't want to cry. Please, please, no, no, no whiny stuff. You know, I bet you $5 she would be totally fine with America making a war. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm assuming. I don't can't say for certain, but you wonder how you don't how it don't hear how they actually sound. The yes men do know how they sound. Okay, don't know who she is. Don't do drugs. Exactly, don't do drugs. Do these mentally ill Hollywood people not have agents to stop them from posting cringe? What the heck is wrong with these people? Someone show using the delusional thoughts trying to be relevant. I don't know what she's trying to do, what she's trying to prove. Bro, bro, people are dying, but hey, if I was your mother, I would love you. It's like what? Putin could have been the most beloved child in his, in his, what, in his youth, and it would still be the same. You know that, right? Plenty of people are beloved. Just remember, they can end up turning bad people sometimes. You know, it's hard. It's very hard to understand that. You know, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. She criticizing Brandon because Brandon was very light on Russia last year. So yeah, I'm just saying. Um, I'm just saying. You know, Gotham Knights pilots. Another Star Wars stuff? No. Is it Star Wars? No, no. Not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. It's Batman. Look, all the woke stuff, sometimes you get confused. I'm just saying how crazy it is, you know? It's like, I don't know what their own agenda is, but it's kind of crazy when they say stuff like this. And you know the normies would eat up, you know that, right? Oh, um, okay. They also made Ivy a lesbian. Okay, or they know how to tell. Here's the thing. There's a big difference between woke gay characters and regular gay characters. I make regular gay characters. I don't make woke gay characters. I refuse to make woke gay characters. I refuse to make anything woke. Okay? I know I have some crazy ideas with Mayams and all that type of stuff, but I'm not doing it for the woke purpose. I don't do it to get these woke people. I don't do it. I do it because I want to make stories, you know? These people always shove these identity politics are doing it just for the sake of identity politics. They don't give a about people at all. Do they care about representation? To be fair, that's the only thing they care about. Let's be real. They don't care about true representation. All right then. All right then. I feel like I'm yelling too much. Maybe I should tone down my voice. How about that, huh? How about that? It's so messed up, honestly. uh, Actors and actresses, most of them are going to be coming out now saying stuff. Just wait for it, you know? They're going to be saying a lot of things. They're going to be blaming Orange Man again. I don't even know how this is his fault, but they're going to be blaming him. The woke brigade wants to only corrupt existing IPs. Yes, that's what they want to do. Why do you think they're going after Lord of the Rings? Because it's a very powerful IP, and they always want to see themselves in it, even though they can't relate to any of the characters. It's crazy, you know. Um, it's amazing that the same people who created and produced two terrific seasons of Harrow. Okay. My plumber could probably write a better script for these shows. That's some good plumber. We will never get any good games, TV shows, and movies ever again. I think we will, but it'll take wokeness becoming a completely toxic and verboten concept. It's well on its way there now. If you stick with with just American media, kisses media from Japan and Europe. Even Europe is getting woke, so I wouldn't say, Europe is gonna be saving you with entertainment. They're pretty woke themselves. And also Japan, they're trying to invade Japan, and trying to change the anime. Okay, they get offended by hot anime girls. Yes, yes, hot anime girls with big breasts and and big thighs. They want to censor that. Really? This is what the woke is up against. Drawings, and don't let them take the drawings away now. Um, it's kind of crazy how that's become the most offensive thing, even though woke people were totally fine with that years ago. But now they're not fine with that at all. Mm. Okay. Um. Master Chief. They're going to have a Halo, TV series, and basically, I bet you the main character is going to be a side character, like what they do for all of these main male characters now. They put them to the side, and that's it. Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher 3 director launches Rebel Wolf Studio. Okay, Dark Fantasy RPG will be their next game. Their new game, I guess. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This is something I want to talk about. You see, the West gets very pissed off with anime. The same people go on Twitter, talk about all these crazy things about identifying as XYZ, getting offended like this. Okay. Sega shelves Petite Sekai episode indefinitely following accusations of blackface from Western audiences. Okay, read the title very carefully and look at the keywords: Western audience, blackface accusations. Accusations are just accusations. And once again, look at these pictures. Is this blackface? Is this blackface? In Japan, there is a certain type of culture where I guess it's basically certain types of people. They will just make themselves look darker. It's a type of culture. I don't know what they call it. Based on the Project Sakai colorful stage mobile rhythm game of the same name, Petite Sakai follows chibi versions of Atsune Miku and her fellow Vocaloids as they find themselves in a number of comedic situations each episode, such as plots including the series characters. Okay, basically just silly stuff, silly fun stuff. However, despite the innocent and light-hearted nature of these shorts, the latest entry of the series has sparked outrage among Western audiences. Of course, released on February 17th and titled Leo Need Style, the latest episode of Petite Sakai opens with Saki, a member of an all-girl idol group, Leo Need, introduces a new look that bears a striking resemblance to Marion I can't say it. I'm not trying to be mean. I just can't say these names. Kitagawa, the lead character of the currently airing My Dress Up Darling. Okay. Eventually, as Saki is joined in a new appearance by her fellow Leo Need members, Ichan and Onami, the newly fashioned trio discovered by the group's final member, Shiho. Taking notice of their makeovers, Shiho proceeds to inform her bandmates that she would rather perfect perfect my technique. I can't even read. Technique before my visuals. To which Ichan, I can't read these names. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I just can't read these names. Reasons that both visual novels and music are no, both visuals. I can't read. I can't read. Are key ingredients to an idol's group success. Okay, so basically this is what happens. This is how they dress up as. Now, I want you to look carefully. Look carefully at this. Tell me what you find offensive. Is it this? I know people will immediately go to this and say this is offensive, but in Japan, I've seen pictures of some Japanese women. They basically get their skin a bit darkened and they have lips like this, pink bright lips or basically white lips or something like that, you know? Now that's offensive. Okay. The Project Sekai blackface situation is crazy because all the devs know well and have acknowledged that there's a gigantic Western following for the game. So the fact that they would put Leonid in blackface is so crying face. There's literally no excuse for Project Sekai anime to have blackface in it. How is it blackface? How is it blackface? How is it blackface? Why is it that when someone gets darker skin it's blackface? Why? I bet you these people they're fine with Justin Trudeau's blackface. I bet you. You know? I hope they get a ton of shit for this. I'm not sorry. This is just gross. See how these people, these butts of people who watch these shows, who watch these shows, what? They think it's for them all the time. They want to own everything, you know? I'm again doubling down on this being a poor taste. There's no excuse for blackface. Once again, this is not blackface. There's literally a culture in Japan where the women and men, obviously both genders, they get darker skin. They get on darker skin, and I forgot what they call it. Something starts with a G. They should have done a carnival face paint or cat whiskers. Stereotypical tribal or caveman. They shouldn't have worn the stereotypical tribal or caveman outfits either. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I have seen people say this is more like gyro fashion. Oh, that's the word. Gyro. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Fashion. Westerners don't know shit. This is not gyro fashion. Nor does it resemble it. Gyros don't dress in stereotypical African tribal people. But the point was for them to dress up in this lion stuff or into this, look, they have cat ears and stuff. I guess they're trying to match Africa, but the dark skin wasn't blackface. It was not blackface. Oh my gosh. Instead of releasing the new, oh my gosh, more tweets of them crying about blackface. It's not blackface. And then they decided to put out a freaking apology. Apology for who? These rude people who want to take anime away. These people who want to take the waifus away. The people who get offended by thick anime women, thick anime girls. The same people you want to bow down to. The people who would be totally fine if all these cultures would change, Don't bow down to those people. Do not bow down to those people. Okay? They took the episode down, but you can find it on YouTube. It is on YouTube, by the way. Someone re-uploaded it. So if you're looking for that, it's there, okay? It's sad. It really is sad that everything now is blackface. Everything blackface. Blackface. Africans put on white face paint. Is that whiteface? No, it's not. It's out of context. In this context, Western audience means 15 people on Twitter searching for purpose in life. By the way, it is not 15 people on Twitter. I know people may think, oh, it's just a small minority. It's not a small minority. Behind that few people complaining on Twitter is a bunch of normies, is a bunch of social justice warriors that think just the same like them. Sure, they may not be talking about this conversation, but at the end of the day, there are plenty of them out there. So don't just think there's just a couple of people. Social justice warriors are spreading. That mentality is spreading like a wildfire. Stop listening to Twitter. The hundreds of people out there are thousands of bots, and okay, I kind of doubt that. I kind of doubt that. Bingo, fake outrage. While the company bending the knee to the outrage mom is beyond stupid, um, okay. Look at this. Now listen to this comment. Japan will learn to not represent African culture in any shape or form, thus completely erasing them from their media. A better approach would have been if the company ignored them and made a couple of more Gyaru episodes, but I can't expect backbone from corporations. So now you're not going to get anything African related, to be fair, because people might be too scared. Twitter is not a real place. Nothing says respect my race like control my emotions by censoring what offends me. So lefty Twitter insists we respect other cultures but rejects the Japanese subculture while also applying their old cultural biases to foreign media. You can't make this stuff up. Exactly. SJWs are colonialists, the modern day colonialists. By the way, notice the same people making a fuss about this would have been the first to complain about cultural appropriation and not respecting other cultures and experiences. Apparently, that goes only so far. The Wayans brothers made an entire movie in whiteface. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that movie? That was a fun movie where they dressed up as women. They pretended to be these two women. That was funny. That was such a funny movie. I love that movie. You know for a fact that movie cannot be made these days because it offends XYZ people. That movie was very funny. Sega's Western branch is full with SJW. It's natural. Okay, Western branch. That's the problem. Sony left Japan. Sony PlayStation. They moved their headquarters to California. So don't be surprised if Sony's games are woke. Sega has a Western branch that's woke. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Lol. Okay, I can't read the comment. What's going on? Ooh, SJWs need to be. Ouch. Um, were any Africans consulted about this decision? That's not blackface. That's body makeup. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, a Japanese company pulled an episode of anime because a handful of angry, self-hating white leftists got outraged over a Japanese subculture they don't understand. Holy crap! They don't understand, and yet they think they understand. Okay, this is the problem. You gotta protect Japan. You gotta protect Japan from the wokeness, okay? Because the woke people want Japan. They try and watch all these anime and stuff. Once it shows something offensive, like a woman's skirt, they get so pissed off. But I can wear a woman's skirt and I won't get complaints. Once again, it's not hypocrisy; it's hierarchy. They own the world, well, most parts of the world. So obviously, they think everything should be bowing down to them. Okay. Let's do the anime side. I want to talk more about anime. Okay, Evangelion actress. Okay, Nier. Okay, a lot of Westerners, but I'm sure they get offended by the doctor's short dress. um. Interesting. I just want to read some anime stuff, because the Western stuff right now is hurting my head. So much of woke this, woke that, you know. I love that. I want to see some anime stuff, some anime news, Okay, this is interesting. Su- I can't say it. Subaraya, production CEO, vows to grow Ultraman fan base without making changes for Western audiences. Wait, wait, this could be some good news, okay? I don't know what this is, but this looks cool, okay? With the company's Ultraman franchise slowly beginning to make its proper debut in the wider world following years of license troubles, Subaraya production CEO Takayuki has vowed to grow the to- Tokuts- Tokusatsu Heroes fan base without making changes to its sense of self for Western audiences, asserting that in order to compete on the world stage, we need to make use of Japan's identity and Japan as a strong point in our stories. And that's the best part. That's the best part. They're being proud of themselves. You know, they're not gonna they don't want to censor it. I guess. Okay, let's see what the comments are saying. You know, because I don't know this much about this series. I don't know that much about whatever this is, but let's see what other people are saying about this. And this is the thing. I want to make my story. I'm not gonna censor it for the West. You know, I'm not gonna censor it for the West. You know, I have some violent characters. I'm not gonna censor it for the West. You know, because why would I? You know, it's a story. I want people to enjoy it for what it is. Good. No diversity, no forced representation, no LGBTQ pronouns, no intersectionalism, no activists or consultants. Leave Ultraman alone. And that's the craziest part. Why do shows need activists and consultants? Why? Why? I just heard Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, has a diversity consultant. Yes, the same scholar, Token scholar, who called Token a racist. That's the same diversity activist who's in charge. It's crazy. You don't need those things to make diverse shows. Uh, so it'll be good. Not being woke doesn't necessitate that it will be good, but being woke does necessitate it will be bad. So I guess it will be okay then. It will be okay. Okay? Um, I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad uh, something's good. This is just a couple months ago, so yeah. Bruh, what is this about? Oh crap, this is some very heavy stuff to read. I don't think I can read this stuff. It's too much. I don't think YouTube would allow me to read stuff like this. Um, basically, a guy who wrote this manga arrested on charges on importing CP. Oh my goodness gracious me! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the frick? Come on, man. What the fuck? Let's see what people are saying. I'm not gonna read the article. I don't want to read the article. It's crazy because YouTube might get offended. You can't talk about these things, but you can. But hey, on YouTube, you can murder a cat, and that'll be totally fine because people, little children, have made videos of them murdering kittens, and that was totally fine. Um. Okay, let's see what the comments are saying. Let's see. It's sad. It's sad that people have to do disgusting things like this. You know. Uh. Okay. So basically, okay. Also, um, another artist as well. Oh my goodness. This is just, I can't read this stuff. This is just crazy, you know. Um, ugh, exactly. That's all I can say about that, you know. Um, Uh, okay. Enough about that. Enough about that. Uh, okay. I don't want to make this a full sulky video. That's why I want to talk about anime. You know? Uh, I don't. I don't even know what to say at this point. Okay. I don't want to be too. I don't want to talk too much about so much of sulky bad stuff. But any Westerner out there who is wondering what to do with payment, I recommend going and watching anime because trust me, there's so much of good stuff. Like a Dragon Ball Z movie is coming out this year. You know, that's gonna be amazing. So you're getting a lot of content with anime. So I recommend at least check out some anime. Because um, trust me, it's amazing. Anime is amazing. Obviously there's different types of anime, and if you don't really want to watch the anime, you can read comics, the manga basically. Um, okay. You have One Piece, like you have some big anime like One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and stuff like that. But you also get some interesting things, smaller things that's much better, or maybe much more entertaining for you. There's different thing. That's the thing about anime. There's different types. There's more than just action. There's plenty of stuff. There's plenty of stuff. Um, there's slice of life, adventure, fantasy, romance, um, and action, and all the other things. Basically a lot of things. So, you know, um, yeah. So basically, you get a lot of good things from anime. You get a lot of good things from anime. While the West is focusing on lecturing you all about diversity and ruining shows because of diversity, Japan is doing something else really great. So I recommend at least giving it a chance, some anime a chance if you have not. Obviously, it's up to you. Um, okay, here we go. This was last year. You get quite a lot of interesting things. Okay, so I'm just saying, it's amazing. I got into anime without even knowing what was anime. When I was a kid, I started watching a lot of anime. There were shows on television, so I would watch it. And then, as the years went by, around 2016, I was watching anime on my own. It was amazing. You get some really good anime, some sad anime, some fun anime. It's amazing. Okay. Okay. Rather than changing things for foreigners, to simply carry on with our style, JC staff producer Atushi, I can't say your surname, I'm sorry, has revealed that rather than changing things for the changing things for foreigners, the seasoned anime studio behind such popular anime adaptations as Food Wars. By the way, yes, Food Wars. Food Wars. Food Wars is a good anime. I watched like the first episode or so. That's it, years ago, but people do like Food Wars, amazing series. So I haven't watched it in so long. I just stopped watching it because I had no time. But if you have time, watch that too. There's some really good shows. You know, I'm not gonna lecture you about diversity or stuff. You're not gonna be lectured about diversity. You know. Um. Okay, so they made some other shows as well. Instead of actively choosing to simply carry instead of actually okay, I can't read. I can't read. I can't read. I'm so stupid. I am the stupidest person ever. I can't read sometimes. Oh my goodness, am I embarrassing? And actively chooses to simply carry on our own style. Okay. The personal producer credits include the second okay. Okay, basically this guy who's the staff producer at Tushi basically says that there's no point in changing it. There is no point in changing it, you know, and that's true. There is no point in making slight changes for the sake of the Western audience. There is no point in that. You know, if you want to watch something, you want to watch something. That's you know. I don't want to watch something that's censored. If I want to watch something, I want to watch it. You know, I don't need a watered down version of something that I want to watch. You know. Um, while we are aware of overseas fans, we generally don't make changes for their sake. Hey, hey, that's good. We love the way you do things already, so please don't change it. Never listen to the unsatisfiable SJW. I'm not an anime or manga fan for the most part, but Japanese creators give the middle finger to the largely woke Western creators. Warms my that warms my heart as well. You know, woke people, they always complain about everything. And Japan, sometimes they say no, sometimes they give them the middle finger. You know, uh, that's great. You know, so as I said before, you know, sometimes Western shows just become woke, so woke. Anime is like a gateway away from stuff like that. You know. Anyways, I guess that's enough. I guess that's enough anime stuff. Uh, By the way, the weather is doomy and gloomy, basically dark clouds. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Uh, uh, anyways, I guess that's it for the video. Hope you all have an amazing Friday. I'm gonna be working on my book, but I have to eat something. I am hungry for something, okay? I am hungry for something. Um, so yes, I will leave it over here. I'm sorry about my voice if it's very gruff, and I'm sorry about my reading. Don't worry, my writing skills are much better than that. That's for sure. I'm not really a talker. You know, when I was a kid, I was a very shy kid. I never spoke in class because I was scared of the teachers. But just remember that um, I never spoke. So that's why my speaking is very terrible. So I'm very sorry about that. You know, I try and I will try and my best to speak